Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to another squad building challenge here on FIFA 17. Now, straight away, this is a concept build. This is basically me doing some work on Photoshop, and it isn't actually me on FIFA 17. That's why it says concept or custom or something like that in the title, and this is actually the second one of these that I've done. I did one a few days ago, it went down really well, and that is why I decided I would go ahead and make another one for you guys. There is a card in the top right corner if you want to go and check that first one out. The player that I created for us to get a reward for was a custom blue and purple David Luiz. So pretty cool. So go and check that out if you haven't done so already. And of course, if you're on this video, if you would smash a like on it and of course subscribe to my channel if you're new, that would be awesome. Let's get underway. Let's take a look at what this challenge is all about. So today's squad building challenge is the hashtag Ben Arfa challenge. We will be up for winning a custom HATM Ben Arfa. He of course plays for PSG nowadays. We know he's been given an 84 overall rated item and we know his stats. So I've gone ahead and given him a sweet upgrade to an 85 for his special squad building challenge reward card. Pretty sweet. The requirements for this video and for us to actually complete this challenge are as follows. Well, first off, you'll notice in the actual squad that there are only 8 spots available. 3 of them have got that padlock in it, which signifies apologies, that they are locked. You can't put players in there. This squad building challenge, and this is an idea that actually comes from FIFA 17. There are going to be challenges where you don't need to fill the entire squad, and there'll be certain locked categories which actually make it slightly more difficult to stick players in and get chemistry, and it's just another element to the challenge. So we only need 8 out of the 11 players, and they need to all be gold today. We need a minimum of 4 nationalities in our 8 spots, and exactly 4 leagues. So that could be quite difficult, I think, with only 8 spots to work with to make that happen. We also need a minimum of an overall 77 rated squad, which again, we haven't got a full 11 here, so that again could be quite difficult. At least 65 chemistry. This means that we don't have to get absolutely every single player on full chem. I think that would probably be quite impossible, especially when you take into the account the other requirements of multiple leagues and nationalities. You couldn't just say put Manchester United players in here and it would work. There are so many different elements to this that you're sort of going back and forth as you're building them, which I think makes them really interesting and really good content for you guys. And then finally, we have a special requirement that we need to get at least 1 5-star skiller into this challenge. We're going to eventually be exchanging the players, giving them away in reward for 100,000 coins, a massive reward there of coins, a 50k pack, which is awesome, and of course this really awesome and special HATM Ben Arfa squad building challenge reward card. So I'm excited. The reason why we've got such high rewards is that this is going to be difficult. There are only 8 spots to fill, and we have to keep the overall rating of the team really quite high for only putting 8 players in, so we're going to have to get rid of some pretty big players, I'm sure, today. So the first player I thought I would stick in goal is going to be Diego Alves. I thought decent goalkeeper, high-ish rating. I mean, this is not his official rating. I don't know his official rating yet, but going off of some of the other keepers that are now 85 rated, I figured, 83 rated Diego Alves on FIFA 16 will probably translate to an 85 or maybe an 84 overall. But normally he's quite cheap. Not many people like him on FIFA, so I thought I'd stick him in. He's not going to be such a waste of coins, and I don't mind giving him away. We'll stick in Diego Alves, and let's move on from there. I decided to put a couple of players in next and branch out in the La Liga section. So we're still on our first league, but we've got another nation coming in. So we've already ticked the box for 2 nationalities, and we've got 3 out of our 8 players in. I bring in Inigo Martinez, who is someone which, again, is a relatively high-ish rating. He's not completely average and rubbish, but he's normally really cheap. And then Iñaki Williams, who is a better player on this game, and I'm hoping he gets a nice little upgrade to like a 78 this year. That would be pretty sweet. But I bring them both in because I don't think they're going to be that much of a waste of coins. At the end of the day, the reward is up here. We're starting here at nothing, and the more players we put in, the smaller the reward is getting. So with the players that go into the squad building challenge, of course, need to be as least valuable as possible to make it work. Next up today, we bring in someone from a different league that is going to help bring the chemistry up too. A Spanish player from the Bundesliga, that is Javi Martinez. So he's 84 rated. That's brilliant. That's going to help boost our rating overall. And also, he's really slow and not many people use him. So he goes down in price rapidly at the start of the game, or as the game goes on, should I say. So Javi Martinez comes in. I think that's a pretty good one to use. And then up front, I thought I would start moving on to a different league. I'm not quite sure where I'm at with those other two players on the left-hand side at the moment. So let's put some strikers in. Let's get a nice strong link of chemistry. I know that I'm going to need some pretty high-rated ones to get it up to a decent overall. So I've gone with one quite elite player that is Dybala. He's 85 rated. That is his official rating on FIFA 17. And then we've also gone with Palacio because he's going to be sort of 80, 81 rated if things go by his previous cards. And they get decent chemistry, a nice strong link there together, which will hopefully help us get the right amount of chemistry, the right amount of overall rating. But we just need to focus now on the centre-back and the left midfielder. Let's see what we can do with that. So next up, we're going to bring another player in to start boosting chemistry a bit. We've gone for Dante in the Bundesliga. So it links to both the Brazilian goalkeeper and the Bundesliga centre-back Javi Martinez. He's quite high rated, but he's a cheap one. He's slow, so not many people want to use him. So Dante comes in. We've now got a 66 rated team with 56 chem. That is a little bit closer towards what we're looking to get. Now, let's see what we've got next. So I bring in my next player, the final player out of the 8, that is Douglas Costa. Now, what that does is give us a couple of ticks. But really, actually, we should have everything ticked off if we got all the players in here correctly. So obviously, we're going to need some chopping and changing around. But this was my original idea that I thought might work. But this is the thing with squad building challenges. Not everything you originally think will actually meet the criteria. You're going to have to swap things around and maybe give something away that's worth a little bit more than just your regular stuff. But Douglas Costa is a 5-star skiller, so that ticks off our special category. So he needs to stay in the squad. We've just got to somehow work it around to, well, 1, get the rating up, 2, get the chemistry up, and, well, complete everything else. You know, we've actually only got 3 nations and 3 leagues in here at the moment, so we need to change something around here as well. The next move we make is quite a big one. We switch out Palacio, who is an 80, 81 rated player, for Higuain, an 88 rated striker that is definitely one of the elites on the game. In my eyes, I feel like he's never going to be one of the most expensive players in the world. On FIFA, he nearly is in real life actually, which is crazy. But I always feel like his pace and certain stats that he has let him down a little bit, and a lot of people don't really like him on FIFA as much as someone like Dybala, for instance. So I would actually say Dybala is the most expensive player in here at the moment. Higuain, well, I feel like what that does is give us a perfect link of chemistry. So we've now got perfect amount of chemistry. We've got more than we need. And actually, we've got the exact squad rating that we need as well, which was 77. So we should nearly be done. But actually, we've still only got 3 leagues and 3 nations. So we need to change things up still whilst holding that rating and chemistry at the level that we need. So we make a drastic movement and just remove our goalkeeper and replace him with another 85 rated goalkeeper, that is Ruffier. Again, someone that I don't think is going to sell for that many coins, so it's okay to disregard him and discard him and exchange him. So we keep that overall rating, which is important. However, we lost a bit of chemistry there, switching out from a goalie that did have links to one that doesn't. So now we are 5 chemistry short, but we have got the leagues and nations requirements met now. So still need to be a little bit of chopping and changing going around, but we have that one thing left to do, which is get the chemistry up to 65 or more. The final piece of the puzzle then was to change a couple of our centre-backs around. We luckily kept that 77 rating and got 2 new 81 rated centre-backs coming into the squad. We went for Badstuber on the left-hand side, who is a Bayern Munich centre-back, which gave us that strong link out to Douglas Costa that he already had. But actually, we got a strong link into Javi Martinez, which helps his chemistry out a bit. We also get full chemistry on Badstuber himself. So that really helped booster chem. And then on the right hand side, we went for San Jose, someone who's probably going to be worth less than Inigo Martinez, which I'm buzzing about, and he's actually a perfect link for Iñaki Williams out on the right hand side. So he now gets 10 chem, we get 10 chem on San Jose, and that actually boosts our overall chemistry up to 68. We've now completed every single one of the requirements. That was what it needed. It needed us to change things about all over the place in order to make it work. And, well, at the end of the day, we're going to be getting rid of 3 quite elite players, Douglas Costa, Dybala and Higuain. But overall, for a 100,000 coin reward, a 50k pack and a special Ben Arfa, I think that's worth it. So here we are, we've pressed submit. And it is time to end this. As you know, on your screens, it does tell you that by pressing submit now, you are exchanging those players. You're literally discarding them for the rewards that were stated on the challenge. So we're going to lose that Higuain, not Ben Arfa, the Douglas Costa and the Dybala for the rewards of packs, coins, and a special Ben Arfa. So I'm going to press submit. We've done it right now, and this is our reward. Ben Arfa, as you can see, is in our club, and I'm showing you his player bio right now. Well, he's not really, but for the purposes of this video and this custom concept version, he has made it to our club. He looks amazing. His stats are insane. This is literally what the stats of a Ben Arfa could look like if he did get a +1 upgrade, which is sick. As you can see in the top left corner, AFC Lastly has been given the 100,000 coins as well, which is awesome. And there would also be a pack in the store for us to open, a 50k pack, which would be pretty damn sweet. If you have enjoyed this video and you like the idea and can't wait for squad building challenges to actually arrive on FIFA 17, then I would really appreciate your thumbs up on today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more of this type of stuff. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time, guys. Peace.